Oh no, I forgot to change the name. Stream settings. I really want to change the name now. Edit. Yippee. Let's see. Yep, seems to be fine. Alright, I'm gonna play, I streamed this kind of a while ago. Because I was going to Anadonia. Sorry if the mic stick does that, but, I started streaming this when I was, like, anhedonic. I streamed for, like, 30 minutes, and I was like, I hate this, and then moved on from doing whatever, but not anhedonic, I don't think so. Or right now, anyway. So, going back to playing this. I love this game. Honestly, probably, one of my top favorite games. Game's kind of fun. You just do random... You just progress the game. It gives you enough incentive to progress the game, and especially quickly, but... I don't remember where I am at in stuff. It seems to me... I know I have the Chopinator, so it seems to me I'm fighting, the robots. I'm just not sure how far I got. Got 30 minutes in. I think that like I can start fighting the robots and it'll be fine. Because I know up there you gotta go through there and then you gotta learn. You gotta get the hacker. But I did kill that one. Okay. How many did I kill? Okay, yeah, there's the CPU. I only have one. Got it. Okay. What's really funny is that like I was like I'm gonna stream today as well. Even though I don't know what I want to talk about. It's really funny because I was kind of like worrying about like, oh no, I'm not gonna have topics, which is quite fair. I can just talk about the fact that I don't have topics, which in itself is kind of funny. Let me kill this guy.
Stop.
Yeah. Oh wait, this one doesn't heal. Not heal, but fix it. Yeah, sneeze. Man. But I've played this game. What's really funny is I played this game quite a bit to know like some of the quicker ways of doing things, and like the weapons are, these robots are such a pain in the ass to fight. The way you fight them is you have to use the Chopinator because it's just so quick. Ow. It also chops them up, which is nice. I kind of put it a little bit too close to him. Usually want to be far enough back from this guy to... There you go. I think that like most of the time it drops it. I'm pretty sure. So Chopinator, it drops for... not all... not all ones will drop. Like the Teslas, like if they destroyed the Teslas, it won't drop. I forgot to kind of like mention if they destroy it, but like obviously if you break it yourself, it'll drop. It's specifically if you made it yourself, but kind of going back to, I don't know what topics to talk about. Generally just don't know what like to, because it's like I did talk about a lot, like, I guess a lot of things that were on my mind. Like I always like language. Language is always kind of like in the forefront of like what I'm thinking, but I don't know. I think that like I'll find like a random topic to talk about and then be like, yep, this is what I'm talking about right now. This is usually what happens, but I forget. Yes, okay, I have not been here. Is this level 2? Level 1, okay. Oh, and I did already open this. Okay, where have I been already? This doesn't help that I haven't played this one in a while. Have I been here? Have I been in Fly Hill already? No, I have not been in Fly Hill. Got it. And this one also requires a hacker. I need to do this, because this will make... Not walkie-talkie. I'm pretty sure I need to get up to the 3rd level through. Yeah, okay. I'll just keep all this stuff on me. I don't care if I die. I'll just get it back. I actually made my base last time in there, which is kind of fun. What should I talk about? I should open this, though. Open this and I'll just kill that guy. Do I have a... If I have a hammer on me, I would do it. I'm gonna just power this up, like, or, like... But, I don't know. The topic, random, I don't know. Let me think. What is something I've been doing? Recently, there's people painting outside of my house. I don't know. Something to do with that. Yo, wait a second. I just realized Ben was here. Wait, yo. Bro, he's watching the stream. Holy shit. I just didn't notice, just because I didn't have my thing hovering the analytics. Well. And I messed up because he broke it. Okay, well, I just had to hope I don't die. Actually, no, I have a better weapon. What am I doing? I don't know what to say, because like yesterday I just like I talked enough yesterday to where it's like I don't know what other thing to say. So I'm just sitting here just like, alright, I don't know. Of course it hits night, but...
You know what they say, buy low, sell high.
I hate this guy. Just coworker once again. Buy low, sell high. Yes, thanks. Thanks for the advice. I forgot I don't have like the attachment of the flashlight on the shoulder. It's weird playing a new run of this, because like I'm like pressing V for like, where's my flashlight? I don't have that flashlight yet. And to this day he still is hitting the... Is he back to full health? Yes, he is. I just need to... Okay, you know what? Dang it, okay, you know, I'm just gonna keep running back. But, like, because, like, yesterday I talked for, like, over 2.5 hours about just random nonsense, and I think I'm, like, now I'm just kind of confused. Because, like, what I'm trying to do right now is just at least, like, continue talking to, like, not have a sense of, like, going quiet. Getting used to not being too quiet.
All vacant perforations will be...
So that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm just saying random things. But the thing is, like, I'm not saying anything with substance, which is kind of funny. Nor do I think it's entertaining. But I'm just saying things. So I haven't caught one of those yet. This guy's not gonna expect it. He's not gonna expect the jukes. Okay, never mind. He expected it. My bad. My bad. Original gangster. I didn't know he uses it like that. But I still got away. Yippie!
Cascade Research Facility.
I figured if I turned off the water and the food in this one. I'm like Wendigo now. I'm like the I'm like iceberg videos are all gone. You need the new Wendigo. See, that's kind of like what I'm hoping, because the thing is that, like, I said it last time where it's like I currently talk in a monotone voice, while a lot of people learn to like talk in a very high energy, sound more positive voice. And so it's like I think that there's a segment of people where it's like, yeah, it's fine if you talk monotone, or not say monotone, but not as energized. I do need to get an anvil, I believe. Maybe put some stuff in the containers here. forgot I have ice cream in there. Okay. But like I kind of like want to just like rant about a random topic. I was listening to Osama the No Longer Human by Osama Dazai. And because like I watched the Wendigoon video about No Longer Human with it was Junji Ito's rendition of No Longer Human, and I think that's like it's an entertaining video, but I think am I going the wrong place? It is entertaining, but I think that a lot of substance does come from the original. That I don't think that necessarily it loses it, but I think that like I guess maybe I feel like the original has like I guess some of the storytelling about because like some of it is a little bit about Osama Dazai himself because of his multiple attempts, and so he himself is he what is it Osama Dazai himself like I forget exactly how close he made it to himself, but he did kind of relatively make the information that he made about himself, or the book about himself, which I kind of enjoy, and it kind of makes me want to like not say write, but I think makes me want to involve myself more in like writing. I'm not really good at fiction though. I think I don't have a place in necessarily writing fiction, but I do like writing poetry, which I think maybe I can relatively like mix together a little bit of fiction and poetry. Carbuncle balloon? What? No, I'll keep the C's on me. But I was listening to it because I was making a joke to I'm just gonna say Poe because like no one else is watching, so I was making a joke to Poe about like I want to find my Sneko, which is one of the characters in the book where it's like for the main character, which I even forget his name. He I don't know where I'm going actually. He doesn't feel human, but the one person he's felt like true emotions to. Like it was interesting because the way that he described it was like the night that he spent with her, he was more true, but then the morning he woke and he became a less true version of what he was before, which is I think it's a very entertaining thing because like you kind of see that with like the way that like a lot of people work is that like they don't fully connect with everybody. I think that in the case of Osama Dazai in the story, he's a bit more extreme in the sense that he like not himself, but like in the story he describes the character cannot connect with people, while I think that everyone can have a sense of like idea of like what it feels like to have that. But I was like, yeah, I want to find my Seneca. I want to find somebody who can have that like connection. But oh, did you read the Osama Dazai version, or did you read the what is his name? The Junji Ito. Oh, okay, the Ito version. I don't remember the Ito version as much because like I just recently started listening to the Osama Dazai version, but from my memory it seemed to be pretty good. But I need to build a power strip to connect multiple things here. I need scrap metal. Should have scrap metal somewhere. Yes. Random thing about these plugs, I do like how the fact that like these plugs are reverse plugs. Normally you have to plug the thing in instead of like going from where like the cord comes from here, cord comes from the outlet itself, which is kind of weird. But, right, it is this that I do want to get. I forget if I can fix these without the hammer just by doing this. Yes, I can. Very cool. And I just need to fill this battery up. I can fight the other guy though. Oh, you watched all three of them? Yeah, cause like okay, so I think that the end of the other one, I forget exactly what happened, but like it legitimately was filling up my RAM, and I couldn't calculate, like none of it calculated to why it would be filling up my RAM, and so it was probably just a memory leak from something that was just taking up my RAM that didn't make any sense, and then my computer randomly shut off for the other time, and I didn't understand that one, but maybe it could have been just a thing inside the game. Dude, this guy loves to moan. All I'll do is this. Connect these together, fight this guy, bring him over here. See, I think what is weird is that the other streams, like, I was talking a bit more about like specific random topic, but now I'm just like talking about the fact that I don't have a topic to talk about. I am myself have become meta. Yes, robot. Come over here, robot. Yes. You are stupid enough to do it. Yes, robot. No, look at the... No, this guy. Thank you. But... he works too well. Like, it was random thing about the game. I think that they didn't notice this ability to get around the robots with defense mechanisms, and I think they probably learned after the fact, because they not say changed it, but not changed it, but I think they well, everyone uses it, so they're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna change it. Not everyone, but a lot of people use it. Because just it's more efficient to fight the robots with that, because then you start progressing a lot quicker. Which makes me kind of wonder, which I kind of enjoy, is that they don't change it so that the progression itself isn't determined by what they want you to progress by, but like you can determine how fast you are by just like, oh, you explore, but also like usually the tools you have, it's like just utilize them. I also think it's like a creative solution that they're part of, like, yeah, you know, it works. They're like, you know what? I don't know. Random thing is about the... I'm not sure if they're the devs. I just know that they're the content creators. I'm not sure if they particularly help make it. But I think they're very charismatic, which is interesting. Like, because there's like the water cooler talk with Abe and... I forget her name. But there's like the water cooler talk, which I think is a lot of fun. And then you get the... And then you get like the actual like... when they do updates, they have like, I forget her name as well. She's pretty cool, pretty entertaining, but just a very interesting game. Which I've noticed that like when I saw some top game recommendations from a lot of people, Game Ranks actually, I believe, had this, which I do enjoy, the fact that they included Abiotic Factory, because I would have not just been disappointed, but it'd been like, man, they missed something pretty good. Let's see. Oh, I still have to get up there. Okay, yeah, I'll get up there. But right now, I'm going through the portals just to get to the other section. What's funny about it is I remember in my original world for this, it took me a while to get to where I need to be, because I just like started exploring in random areas. Actually, do I have the backpack? Yes, I do have the backpack. Because I didn't know how to progress, because I didn't come up here and come to the left, because like you want to explore every area, so you start walking around random areas and you start realizing, oh, I'm stuck, and you start realizing that, oh, there's this like weird area here that you can go. and then you start going in areas like over here where you're like, oh. But now that I've like progressed, it's just like an innate thing in my mind to know what to do. And so like the time it takes for me to progress is so much quicker. Like, I'm pretty sure this door is locked, yeah. So you have to come through this, which also hydro whatever. I'm having a stroke apparently. Hydrochloric acid is. I feel like they made it a little bit too rare. Not too rare, but like it's like you see it everywhere, but you just also feel like you don't see it. Okay, am I wearing the? No, I'm not wearing the suit. It's fine. But oh wait, I thing is full. I don't consume. Drop this. I wonder if I dropped the other one. The seed drops because I didn't have enough. Like even I know where some of the plants are. Like I know the beehive.
So snacky.
I really don't feel like fighting this guy. I'm just gonna walk around him because I know there's more guys up there that I probably will have to fight. But what's really funny about it is that I thought they changed the homeworlds to where oh no, I took a lot of damage. But I thought they changed the homeworlds for a bit to where like it doesn't make my computer run like Dookie Dog Water. But the Japanese homeworld that they made still makes my computer run like Dookie Dog Water. Which I will blame Unreal Engine 5 for that one. Quickly teabag him, and then I should probably collect his harp. I don't know where. I don't know if my knife will add. Well, that's not the way I do it. Knife. Nope. Cool, didn't drop a heart. Don't care. But you know, I will talk about. I have an idea, which is kind of funny. Was like the original idea to what I'm doing right now was kind of like like stay uninformed, because like I kind of got tired of like looking at like the news and like the random things that were happening, and like I think it would have been a funny idea, but I think it would have made people specifically mad, because it's like you're supposed to be like cautious and aware of what's happening in the modern day age, and you should be like engaged in that content because you're a person in society, so you shouldn't have this requirement in being like participating. But I myself to choose like, nah, I don't care, I'm not going to participate. But I think that like if I made a podcast off of that, I think that I still would upset people. But also something I've realized is that so why is that computer screen on the ground? Something I've realized is that saying things are podcasts, I don't think is a very good move. So like I think yesterday I named it a podcast, and I've noticed I've streamed once before this, once before the occasion of this time and yesterday, and I realized that like random people showed up for some reason. And that I'm pretty sure it's random people because they didn't comment, but I did unlist the video, which is, I don't exactly know. I think I was maybe gonna edit it, but I'm just gonna pick up magazines to make armor. But I did unlist that to. I probably could just like not do it, but like I also didn't like record for too long either. I think 2.5 hours of me nonstop saying things that like had a continuous stream of thought was, I think, good thing. I don't think that I can maintain that, like, because like right now I'm like I said, I'm talking about things that like I'm talking in the meta of the fact that I don't know what to talk about. So I have a continuous amount of I'm talking continuously about the amount of things that isn't necessarily the specific topic I had before, but it's probably fine. Okay, I think I left the brace in the... I don't think going up there was important anyway, so I'm not going to go up there. I don't remember what I need to do. Other than going into, no, I'm not going to fight down there. There's a carbuncle. You know what? Let's wait to see if you can open a door. Or break glass. No, you can. Okay, cool. Okay, well. How did I get there? It was over here. But like another thing is like I think it was really funny about that yesterday is that like I wasn't planning on like you know I'm just gonna start streaming like more, or I do need that potato. I'm just gonna start streaming like every day, but like then like today I like woke up being like, you know what, I might just try to stream just not say every day, but as much as possible. Or it's like I'm just gonna just to see like if it like I wonder like because like I'm like it's like I said yesterday, like I was too I don't care enough to like put that work in. I don't think I have the energy to care enough to put that work in again, like to try to do like starting whatever, especially right now. But I'm thinking maybe if I gain some of the skill from streaming every day, where it's like okay, I'm just gonna get back to doing it, or not back to do it, but getting to do it, maybe I will from there gain the skill that I am looking for, or I will end up inevitably be correct and be like I do have to learn that skill specifically. I forget I don't kill the enemies in one hit anymore. I forget about that, how effective that works. Magazines. I do like how in this game when you have the oh, I do need the screws, don't I? I forget I didn't have screws yet. Let me kill this guy. This bum. Pretty sure this leads to an office area that is pretty sure I could get here without any worry. Yeah, I could have probably just unlocked the door, but the way that the game handles like item regeneration or kind of respawn, it kind of just like my guess is it has these desks and notices okay if desk is maybe a natural area how things respawn, because they have 2 of those pens and they have like 2 monitors, 2 keyboards, 2 computers, so it doesn't recognize what it like already has. I don't think I need oil yet. I'm just gonna drop that. I'm too lazy to actually do what I'm supposed to do and take it all the way back home and properly do that. Magazine.
Ugh, this damn security door.
Yes.
I don't understand it. The system's locked us out. But I'm not leaving without my data. I could lose everything. I'd never get a Nobel Prize. Then I had an idea. I worked on the security bots. Their CPUs store access codes. If we salvaged some, we could make something to hack the door. What do you think?
Yes, we could hack the door. Yes. Start making messes everywhere. I forget where this leads. I think this leads to down here. Yes, it does. And then you unlock it, and then this place is pointless, I think. No, oh, there's down here. I forget. Which then leads to I don't know where else. Like, honestly, this game's a lot of fun. I think that like I'm not actually too distracted by the game itself, but the game is really good at distracting me, and so I'm not able to speak as much. But man, do I love this game. Here's this guy.
I knew this would happen. Ever since Varenkov's team took over Silo 3, you couldn't get a single power cell after that. Now look, they're precious antiverses, totally out of control.
Yeah, with these, give me. Okay, it does give me a recipe. Well, very cool. I would like to. Oh wait, I probably have to get over here. I think they added that. I don't remember that being there. Also, random thing. I know that like before you could just actually just spam, try to open the door, and then you're able to like break this, which I'm actually forgot I was able to just break that. Do I need the books? What do I not need? I have a screwdriver already. Okay, I will head back to my humble abode. I forgot to unlock the elevator, but that's fine. But like, it's funny because I feel like I should be saying more things, but I'm just not. See, like, I gotta figure out. I gotta think of a topic. I'm not like. You know, I'll go back to the random topic about like staying uninformed. Like I think like because like I would like do random research or care about random things, like the conversation of free will, like I talk about things that I care about, and then I realize the problem is that like too many people who are in like political spots are really funny. Like the idea that like JD Vance fucked a couch is so funny to me. That like it's like I don't want to talk about politics, but JD Vance fucking a couch is something that I will find a way to talk about. I don't care if people. I don't care if I'm like, oh, I don't want to talk about politics. He fucked a couch. Not confirmed, but like I'm willing to imagine in my own mind. I like, you know, even if it's unconfirmed, in my mind he fucked a couch, and there's nothing he can do to escape that. So I don't remember how people figured out he did. I just remember people did. Scrap electronics. This. I need 2 desks, phones, and glass desks. I think I just put glass in here. Oh, and then you need all 3. You need. Oh, this is what you make 3 for. Okay, let me see if I have more of those chips, or I have to go get more because I'm crafting them. It's a bad idea. No, okay, I do have to find them. Just gonna put all my stuff in here. Off to adventure to this brave new world of gaining random shit. I will take that because I just take scrap. But like kind of going back to the like random, like don't want to do anything, like talk about political, so I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna talk about random bullshit because it's like kind of fun. And I wonder, because I don't know the demographic. I don't know how many people are feeling tired. I know people are feeling emotional. I guess like tired, but tired enough to disengage from the political sphere to actually not like want to like watch it. Because like some people are like, I'm tired of like hearing this negative news, and then they go straight back to like watching like the news or whatever. So like I wonder how many people are genuinely like fed up with news as much as like I am, where it's like the thing is like I think that like you can't escape it. I think like I won't stop engaging with some form of like looking at the news, but I think that like I don't want to like engage. I don't want to talk about it, even though I still do. like, I know that I will avoid talking. I will purposely avoid talking about online because I think in my mind, it feels better to not talk about online. Because like I guess like friends sometimes like, they'll start talking about like a topic, and then you just want to talk about the topic, and it's like and then you start to get involved. It's like I didn't want to do that, but I think that this is like the perfect place to not talk about said topics. So I will not. But the problem is that like then I don't have like extra stuff to talk about. What time is it in this? Okay, 6 p.m. in game. I still have time before the power goes out. But I don't know where to build my base in this yet. I'm thinking because I have to get the hacker to get over there to start doing that. And like this area is one of the better places to have the base, but I don't think I want it to be in here. Okay, what do I need to build for this? Okay, I need my... Okay, so I built that guy. I need to build... Did I not get enough circuit boards? Am I just going to be lazy and craft more circuit boards? I might be. Yes. I don't think you want to craft some of the things like crafting more circuit boards because the fact that there's not like a finite amount of some of these things, but there's finite enough amount of some of these things to where it's more annoying if you do that. I should have screws. Yes, I have like 5. Craft this here. And the last thing I need to do is... Did I not craft another one of these? Or did I put it back? Kind of confused. No, I do need to craft one more. And then I need test 2, which I need glass for. Which I forget where. Actually, if I just go here, test 2, test 2 glass, wooden plank. I forgot about that.
I
So you need to make a
drink
cork.
something.
But I will go find wood. Never mind, I know where wood is at. Cool. That's what I do. And then I need the glass, which I believe I left in here. Yep. And then rotten meat. I think if I just get meat in general, it works. Let's see if I have any. Yeah, this will work.
Peckish.
Yeah, just getting peckish. I'm not going to eat food though. I will. There it is in tools. Screws and that box. Got it. Boom, boom, boom. This is what I need. And then I can craft the hacker. Which, random thing is I've learned that when people play this multiplayer, they have the dedicated hacker because of how, not so annoying it is, but how, like, you'd have to get a lot of resources just to get the hacker itself. So people will just play with their dedicated, hacking person. Reduces pack weight, interesting. Makeshift chest plate. I'm too lazy to make makeshift chest plate. I go charge my vacuum. Sure, that's perfectly fine. I feel like maybe I should like start doing like I should look at like random topics to like talk about until I get distracted enough to where I don't shut up for like 2 hours, but I think the problem is like what are things I do talk about that I just don't shut up about that are inevitable for me to just figure out. I don't know, because I guess like I don't always like know what to just yap about, but when I do, I don't stop. And I guess that is the problem, is that like I don't know, because I want to figure out the fine, don't take my dollar. I want to figure out the like how to get myself to do that more, so I can see if I can get myself more popular in that sort of idea where it's like I'm not like shutting up and then people continue to watch. It's kind of the goal. Okay, I do head over here and I could just open up different places. And I might build my base inside the winter home, because they released the a free homeworld, because both the homeworlds, the first homeworld you had to get it, or the access, or you had to get it as the DLC or the supporter pack, but for the other one they gave it for free. There's also another one, but that was not for free. I did not get that one, mainly because I don't care for Rome, so I'm like, I don't think I would spend money on this for that one anyway. And I believe the other one is down here. Huh. Do I not have this one active? Does this one not? I believe it should be active. Interesting. I think the other one is... Is the other one down here? I think you have to have it active for it to appear. No, this is the other one. This is the Japanese one. I guess I won't do the cold one then. Let's go back to where I need to be. Unlock the places. See coworker. Hit coworker. Do 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 do. Honestly, I didn't notice the particles going inside the vacuum. That's actually kind of a fun little detail. For a while, I did put my base in here. Oh, I forget. The reason why I was able to do it for one thing was because I opened it from there. And yeah. So, if I remember correctly, if you open the door from down there, you're able to use this without getting the controller. Because I think it just doesn't recognize the fact that you didn't do it. To head back up here. And just random is I have this like want to like verbal stim for like random words, and currently it's like Ed Gein, and I'm like, I don't have any I'm not interested in any sort of sense of killers, but yet I just want to say Ed Gein. Just want to just talk about Ed Gein. Do I know anything much more about him other than I'm pretty sure he was a murderer? No. Do I just want to say it? Yes. I think it's probably just because it's a nice. I think the word last name Gein is a very interesting word. I think that's probably why. To fight this fella. Go through a tussle. I forget I have no sprint. Yes, charge up your laser. Never mind, you won't. Of course, it's just bad script. I'll pick it up though.
I need to lie down.
I will first open this door and then I will take elevator down. Go from there. Let's see. Get rid of that guy. Pick up this. Just always wear it. It does make you more thirsty, but okay, I'd have to activate that up there and then talk to that guy up there. Hydrochloric acid is right there.
Scientist, do not reignite the rift.
I am.
Abominations within. My brethren crossed over to seal your folly. Is the cost of your knowledge not already clear? If you will not stop yourself, we will.
What's really funny about it is that I at the beginning thought they were like against science and knowledge, and they kind of are, but not purely against it. Oh, hello. Goodbye. We will not be fighting you. Please get away, please stop. I don't want to fight you. Fine, I'll fight you. Alright. He's dead.
Attention. This sector is under precautionary security measures. Please remain in place and wait for security assistance.
But you do get slow when you're tired. Where is this guy? Is this guy in here? Somewhere. Bye. Goodbye. Let me see. I don't think I need to do anything from here. Sounds like it's raining outside. I don't know. Cause like, okay, like I just kind of started to go quiet because I'm like because I think bringing up the fact that I am going quiet is not particularly. But other than that, I do not know what to do. So I say I speak. I speak about not speaking. You know what? Maybe I'll have a time when I just start to try to research. Like, all right, let's find a topic to talk about until I get distracted. Just like maybe watch a video or something, or I'm trying to think, is there anything that I currently can think about to do with that? I don't think so. But just start to do a little bit of things, try to see what else. I wonder, like, maybe I should see what other people do, because I can't compare to some of the like other people who are really random, where they just continue to talk out of like they're able to continue talking just because they can continue talking. Like I can do that, but usually it's about a specific topic. From the way it seems that they do it, is like it's not pertaining to that specific topic. Just teabag this guy real quick. Can of peas. Is it in here? No, it's not in here. Open this. I think these lead to the same area. Basically, yeah. Go through here. Open both of these. Get 9mm. I could have grabbed the gun from the security office sector, and then go through here. Grab this, grab these. Random thing, the desk is oriented in such a weird way. 2 chairs right here. Oh wait, oh. Executive chair. Whee! I'm done nerding on top of the chair. I forgot you could barrel roll.
Trust you are here. You want out? Of course you want out. Like them, the giants.
Should I have just
You are
opened the door in the
trapped
first place?
here,
I'm so
but
confused.
shut down the devices. Your
I need to open
devices.
this.
Remove the power cells. 1, 2, 3. You'll have your way out. But what then? When you have opened your door, what then? Hey.
Then when you open your door, yes. It doesn't matter, man. I'm just here a straight vibe, bruh. Okay, I don't feel like dealing with that guy. Can you turn around, fella? Can you show me those them cheeks? Thanks. Bro's double cheeked up. Sheesh. He's actually no cheeks, bro's flat as fuck. I guess that's what they call it, Fly Hill. Woo! Brett, nothing behind him. Oh, I forgot I have to head through all of that. Yeah. Oh, he sees me. Very cool. Yes. You see me. Now I walk away. Can you stop seeing me, bro? It'd be very useful. I feel like I want to talk about like the no longer human more. Honestly, I kind of want to pick up the Junji Ito and the original, and just kind of have them. Maybe like have a poster of the original. I think it's a very cool thing. I remember somebody was like showed me them. Not exactly showed me them, but was like talking about them, being like, "Oh yes, this is I relate to this for real," and I see. It just kind of makes me want to like see, because the thing is like I don't I think the main character itself is not supposed to be the most connectable person for most people. I think that's why some people connect with him, is that like they themselves feel like they are unable to connect with most others, and so the idea of the fact that you have a character that doesn't feel connected with the other people is comforting, because you feel as if yourself can't connect with those same people. And so I think that's why part of that is a very enjoyable aspect of the book. But it's like, because I think in my mind there's some level of connection where it's like, do you recognize the fact that like not feeling too connected to other people because of the fact that like feeling different and
liquid soon.
getting a little distracted. Let me just grab a soda if I need liquid. But like I think it's enjoyable. I think it's also like it kind of reminds me what like would have a cult following, to where, which it like does. I'm pretty sure, where everyone's like, yeah, I love this book, and like people who recognize it, Peak recognizes Peak. This game's so much easier now that I just know what to do. Remember when I first saw the guys at Flat Hill, I like tried shooting them, fucking see me. No, he sees me. He fucking sees me. Never mind. Never mind. I run inside. What's really funny is they can, like, these big guys can enter the building. When I first learned about that, I was like,
Getting
what?
reddish.
That shit's scary. Do you think that they would, that they're big, tall guys, they wouldn't be able to do that? But they can. And it is, in fact, very cool. And he'll, like, reach for you, like, if you go over there. Shouldn't pick this up. Pick it up. There we go. Like, he's still trying to reach for me, because I think he still sees me somewhat. And he goes back. I think is it? Oh no, you can't break down these cabinets. I was gonna say, is this a way to just get infinite cabinets, infinite storage? Okay, cool. He leaves me alone. Money, money, money. Nice little chairs. I think this door's not able to be opened. Yeah. It's kind of funny because I remember watching a video about somebody who was exploring the areas using no clip and see what they did with that. And a lot of the doors don't open from both sides, which is kind of funny. So I thought like maybe like they could be opened from the other side, and it might have just not led to anywhere. But apparently they just don't they just don't lead to anything. And because they just don't open, so like, oh, that's kind of interesting. Okay, that part is locked. There is this though. So I do believe you have to go down. I forgot to open one part of the gate. I will be going back. Let's see. Just make it easier when I get here next time. But that'll make it easier. And he doesn't see me. I'm the goat. He scared me for a second. I thought he saw me. He does not. Yippee! Go pick up maybe the first two, and not say all three. I don't need all three. Cause the other one's easy to get. It's just more tedious to get, and so I don't feel like doing that. Such a fun little area. I do open this. Open this. And then come over here, pick up nachos. See, make the pest trap. And I leave. Do I leave here? If I get to the other place, yeah. No, I'm just gonna leave here because just got to the two easiest ones. Don't need to. Can you stop seeing me? Please. I know this motherfucker still can't see me still. Where the fuck did he go? Oh, he went over there because he did still see me. Huh. Weird.
Some water would be good.
Some water. Hey, bitch, watch. I think you get back, and this guy just slumps down. Environmental details, like, oh, the bloodstains. I didn't realize the bloodstains. And you get this guy here, like, I'm dead. Man, I'm dead. Man. Is it the time when I try to find something to talk about? I don't know, maybe I have to turn my skill into talking about the most random things, like, because I normally talk about, like, not say, like, scientific discoveries, but more of just they themselves, the things I talk about are things that I find to seem scientific, kind of, where it's like, oh, language learning, free will, things like that. But I wonder if I'm able to start to translate that into other, like, to people, or not to people, but like to things that are interesting to people. Maybe that's like random things. I don't know. I could talk about, like, I could talk about, like, it was funny. I was having a conversation with some people in this server called just a server. I'm not gonna, like, dox the server online, even though there's, like, one person watching. I'm not gonna dox it online. But I was talking to people on the server, and it's funny because there's this one person who I talked to very little, and I was talking to about, like, a random topic, and I think that, like, people can't, like, understand what I talk about. Like, they don't understand, like, sometimes when I talk, because I just talk about random things, or, like, what interests me is making like, the fact that my mind made a mental connection to something is what interests me, not the fact that it in itself is interesting. It's the fact that, like, my brain itself found the idea of it interesting. But and, like, he couldn't really understand that, and which I think was kind of funny, because, like, I realized I do that, where it's like I can ramble on even about something that, like, makes no sense to anybody. Like, generally, like, I do talk about things that have some semblance of reasonable, like, oh, okay, he's talking about X topic, even though I can get into that topic and go, like, in a weird area that people don't expect. Normally there's some level of like, coherency between what I say, or, like, what I'm interested in. But this time, like, which happens it happens quite often, to where I think about things that, like, it's like, oh, the connection between these two things may be interested in it, and, like, simply could not understand that, which I think is kind of funny, because the dude I was talking to was a lawyer, and it makes sense why you can understand, because, like, he was trying to, like, delegate in, like, what is the real information, not to say as if I was, like, saying unreal information, but it's more of, like, what is the more, not say physical, but the more I actually don't know what word I'd have to give for this, more like real to the situation. And so he was, like, trying to figure out how to, I guess, deal with that, even though I was not talking about that. There's more duct tape, and couldn't really deal with it. And so it was really funny, because I've learned I should just sometimes with some people, like, I could just yap to, which I just say, like, random things, and other people I shouldn't. And that's kind of, like, why I started streaming random things. It's like, oh, I could just say random things to people, and they don't, like, they don't have to understand what I'm talking about. Like, I'm just here to just say things. And I do think that part is the funny part, because I could just get interested in random ideas, like social ideas of like let's say last time, like, the going back to no longer human, like the social idea that, so he's, like, observant of the social patterns of other people, but it seems himself to be not like, the main character seems not able to observe all the things that pertain to himself, which is interesting. So things like that would pertain to himself, let me find this real quick, would be the fact that actually, no, he does, but I think that there's an aspect to it that that like, I think that, like, he doesn't express that he explains he's lonely. He expresses that he is afraid of people, but he himself doesn't express the fact that, like, some of that fear, I think, is due to some level of loneliness. And he does kind of express it there, like, he does find sanctuary with inside the prostitutes in specifically the first chapter when he talks about it. But like when I kind of think about it, other than that, like he doesn't. I guess like some of the things where it's like he thinks himself not human because of the way that other people express themselves to be human. Maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to like I'm like reiterating like what I kind of understand from it, but I don't know. I think it's a very funny thing because like not everyone is observant, or I assume not everyone to be observant in that sort of like strict level of ability, while like he is, and like I believe myself to be some level of like that level of observant, not that level, but like observant in a way that would seem to be relatively close to that. But okay, this guy's not fucking ready to be my friend. Fuck you, pest. Yeah, fine, I'm killing your friend. I'm killing your friend right in front of you. You understand if you don't be my friend? I am. Watch yourself. But what's kind of interesting about it is the fact that like I think that like the verbiage and what happens is that like it's very obvious that like it isn't modern day. Obviously, he's good. It isn't modern day, obviously, United States. It definitely isn't modern day Japan, but I think a lot of what the feelings he gives off definitely feels a lot of modern. Like I think it shows that like there's more than like I guess the modern day that people were experience a very, very personal thing, because I guess like some of the ideas is that like that I kind of think about is that a lot of people, a lot of guys want to talk about the fact that they like me, like some of the older generations didn't have like emotion in the same way, or like they just dealt with their shit, and it's like you do end up having people who aren't able to deal with their things as well, like kind of like how he describes in the can this motherfucker follow me? How he describes in the thing where it's like like the main character himself is very, very emotional, while I believe it may be also a cultural difference to where in the United States I think that like there's a lot bigger of an emphasis to be very unemotional, because like even the media we have to this day, like a lot more of it is more like stoic style, like this is how you're supposed to experience emotions. You're not allowed to experience emotions other than these emotions on the outside. And so the way that kind of like recognizes it seems like this shows a lot more of that. And I do wonder if it's a specific cultural thing, or maybe like Osamu Dazai himself was like past its time, because I know that like it was published was it 2 years to 3 years after World War II, and I'm not sure if, because I know that war generally for a lot of people like makes a lot of the men have to act less emotional, and so like I wonder if part of that portals, can you stop following me? There you go. Get your turns back. Can you turn back to your cage? But I wonder if he just was on top of it, which I think that like my guess is maybe not, but I don't know. Yes, back to your fucking age. Thank you. I think it's kind of enjoyable because like there's a lot of animes that show male figures crying. There's not like even in like what like shonens I think is interesting is that we have Demon Slayer that has a male figure crying, and like especially a young male figure. I don't think that a lot of like if content was made for the same age of audience in the United States, I don't think you'd have the same level of emotion of the male character maybe crying or experiencing some level of nuanced emotion. Which I wonder, like, are they more in tune? Are all guys like this? Because I think what's an interesting thing is that like we can talk about our own experiences and how we notice that other people don't relate to our own experiences, or like when it comes to our friends, like generally like having a skewed view because of who you are friends with. Like if you are friends with a bunch of people who like sports, you're gonna think that a lot of people like sports, but like I'm not friends with people who really enjoy watching sports, and so it's like if somebody was like, yeah, I really enjoy sports, it's one of those things where it's like I don't know how many people really care about partaking in observing sports. Like people like to play sports, but like watching, I think more especially than like there's like I know a couple of people who like watching MMA, but like take the Super Bowl for aspect. Like I don't know one person who really thinks to themselves, man, I really want to watch the Super Bowl and really cares who wins. I don't know one person who genuinely cares, and I think that like it gives us a skewed view. And the same thing for like let's say like emotions in people, because like I would like to say that I would see a lot of people having a very like males having a very wide range of emotions, but I think it's also based on based on people I'm friends with, because like there's also like a male loneliness epidemic where it's like a lot of people talk about how a lot of guys don't know how to make friends, or like good connection with friends, and that part kind of confused me, is where it's like, okay, like, but like, you know, I haven't met one person who specifically is like that. Maybe I've met one person, but I haven't met a big vast group amount of people who can't make amount of friends. Maybe they have a loneliness because they can't find maybe a partner type thing, but I haven't met like a major amount of people who can't make good long lasting friendships, let alone relationships, and so, or romantic relationships. But that could just be like my like friend group where I am like biased based on the fact that I don't see that, and other people will probably see that, and like maybe they themselves are like that, or they have friends groups like that, but I just don't see it. But it's also because like I don't like I guess like a way to experience people who don't experience the same things would be like watching them on the internet. And I usually watch like the same people. Like Michael Reeves, he actually started streaming yesterday again, which I think is kind of funny. So I've decided that I am a prophet, because I streamed, and I will say, because I streamed, he streamed, and he also uploaded a video today, and so I will say I myself am a special human being because of that, and I'll not take any slander. I'll write my own religious text from that as well. My nose is itchy. Whee! The most inoptimal way of moving, I'm just trying to like move by chair.
I can't go on.
Oh, I'm dying of thirst. I see. To make my way back.
Insect.
I forget he spawns from just opening that door. Huh. 'Cause normally I would think you see more of those guys first before that. I'm gonna get off this fucking chair. It's actually so slow. I'll get back on it, but like I can't die of thirst here. I have to consume the water. Drink.
I'm starving.
Drink. There's also other places I could have drinking water, but I just didn't think of it. So can I cook just this wheat on this pan? I don't think I can. You know I can't. I'll consume this cooked pork chop, which I don't know where I got from. Well, I'm still very hungry in the game.
This sector will be powered down.
Can I put this back on this?
If you have not already evacuated,
Cool, I can.
consider this your top priority. Have a wonderful and productive evening.
I just noticed that he did he did is reacting to what? Take my fucking money. I was not paying attention. I was
My
not in
mouth
fact
tastes
paying
like the
attention.
Sahara.
Alright. Must go consume water. But oh yeah, oh, you're talking about microwaves. Yes, he did. He did stream. He's probably gonna stream soon again, and then he might just disappear once again. And yeah, and he did also do a video. Yeah. Yeah, he actually is alive. This motherfucker's alive and remembers his passwords. Unlike what the media wants us to believe. They want us to believe that he forgets his passwords and he's not real. I'm gonna start acting like there's just random people that the media hates. I think it's funny because of I am the prophet. But what I think is funny is like I don't remember. We have a friend and Ben, you remember where it's like he thinks that like a certain group of people are in control of the government, and I do particularly enjoy the fact that he thinks that they're in control of the government. It is some of my favorite things. And or not saying control of the government as if like that, but he thinks that they have an influence over the government that they shouldn't have, and I think that's entertaining. And so I'm gonna start acting as if like Michael Reeves is Andrew Tate now, where all of a sudden it is all he talks about. It's great, but I'm gonna start acting as if like Michael Reeves or like people who I enjoy watching are like being hunted down by like, the media storm. Like, oh man, you know, the media wants to believe Michael Reeves himself is not uploading anymore, and they want to act like he's a he's not here, but in all reality they took his passwords away. They changed his passwords actually. While he does know his passwords or whatever. I'm gonna start making like random conspiracy theories for the sake of it being stupid and the sake of it being fun. But you know what? I'm gonna just shoot these guys with my cannon. I don't feel like fighting them. And I'm out of charge. Where the fuck are you? Boom! Cool, it is done. Where's the other knife? Did I pick it up? I did pick it up. I want to use this other knife and chop the botches up. Bio-scrap is not what I wanted. Can you give me a semblance of food? Yes! Yes! Food! Select item. But like start making up like random things like, oh yes, the media wants to keep Dr. K down. The media wants to keep the information down because they're afraid of the they're afraid of Dr. K. They're afraid of Michael Reeves. They're afraid of these people. This media, this group of people are afraid of them, so they tell the media not to spread information about them. They spread lies and deceit. This group of people also supposedly was it like they're the ones who made was it Michael Jackson seem like a pedophile because he made a song that was not too positive about them. Yes, just these group of people. I love the idea that like people actually believe that, or like the idea of this group of people made porn to keep the white man down, which I do think is very funny. And I hope that like honestly, I hope that there's a reality of something being stupid and being true, just because of the fact that like it's honestly because it's like, oh man, people are like, oh yes, it's actually true, but be like the idea that like the people themselves really want to make pornography because they want to keep a person down. I think people want to make pornography because they wanted to fucking masturbate to pornography because they like pornography. Like I think that like people are maybe looking a little too deep into like the idea of why people do that, but you know, people do what they want to do. cool. I have enough food to just continue on. But
I'd better eat soon.
I just ate, man. Okay, fine, I'll put more things in the stove. I do hate the hunger mechanic in this, just because like I have much more I have much more fun exploring and building and getting new items and doing a lot of the food mechanic. I think the food mechanic is fun when you're wanting to engage in it. When you're like, oh, I want to actually like build I want to pick up the frying pan. When you actually want to like have a farm in the game, but like I don't want to build that farm because I want to just explore. Even though I've explored the whole game, basically. Not every nook and cranny, but like basically every nook and cranny. Yes, I did. But I think that's why I don't want to do the whole food thing, which I could turn off, which is nice in the settings. But I forgot to bring the chair with me. The same guy also says he's a chop chud, which is really funny. And now it's become a joke amongst like the people who watch in the friend group that he's just a chop chud, and or like we just now say like oh man guys I can't experience this because I'm a chop chud, which I think is a very very funny part of what we do now, is we start making the joke that we're chopped and we're chuds, and I don't think that like I think that like it's very very funny because that's why he explains like why he can't like get women, and then like every other like person who like finds themselves in a relationship, he's like, man, I must kill them because like they themselves can get in a relationship. And I do find that part funny because he must be a chop chud and that's why he can't get a relationship. It is not the fact that he does not leave his house. It is not the fact that when he does leave his house he probably does not talk to people. It's not the fact that he plays League of Legends. Truly not the fact. I wonder, because like I remember there was certain hobbies that there was a video that I watched about certain hobbies being attractive to women, and I wonder what like, because I remember, I forget where video games were. I know that it's like language learning was a big part of being attractive, reading books was being attractive to like some people. And what I think is really funny about that is that like I wonder what games are super unattractive to women. Like my guess is that like if you play like Super Smash Bros, like either A, you just like have fun with it, or B, you are the stinkiest motherfucker known to man. Just because of like the stereotypes are really funny. So you either like super chill, you play with your friends, and you're like, oh, I don't really care for the. Like, you're like you're not like going to the Smash Bros conventions, but you're just chilling, or like a.
Stay quiet. They'll hear you.
I don't care if they hear me. But I think that there is just a mix of. There is only 2 breeds of Super Smash Bros. Players. Okay, this is the area. I don't need to be here. Can I open this door? I forget. I think I have to talk to her. No, I can...
At first, I thought it was an accident.
Yes.
Everywhere. But then, these terrorists came, hunting us. Now I don't know what to believe. What do they want? If I can just get to the blacksmith, he'll know how to get out of here. He's wired into this whole sector, and his forge is a fortress, so he should be safe. I think. I'll open the door for you now, but I'm telling you, they're shooting at anything that moves. Be careful.
I move. I see. You have to talk to her to open that door. Whee! The dogs is moving. It's funny because there's people painting my house, and one of the dogs, she starts to freak out. Oh, I can't climb here up with the chair. Dang it. But so leave the chair there. But she starts chattering her teeth, which I think is really funny. Like as if she's cold. She goes. And I think it's just because she's anxious, but the machine gun is very loud. I think this is everything's up in here. Yep. And I go over here.
Hello? Can anyone hear me?
No one can hear. I'm not paying attention to you. You can stay confused and think nobody can hear you. Open that up. Ow.
Alpha, Bravo, whatever. Someone there?
Whatever. Open this. I think I might transfer to. I might like transfer to a different game for whatever. This set does have a very good progression, but I think it might be a little too distracted. But I don't know. Open this. Take these boxes. I might do my little research to figure out like topics to talk about. But I'm not too sure. Some of these pipes. Those, I guess. Mostly those. Wayable beacon. I don't know what those are used for.
Hello? Talk to me.
I must find another chair to move around on. Random piece of the ground popping up, yes. Very cool. Leave that there. Go over here. Teabag poopy. Walk away. Okay, I will probably, let's see, leave game. Put this on my face. Oh cool, just face is not working. Why is that? Oh, interesting. No source detected. Oh, is it because it's deactivate, activate? What is happening? I don't know why that's not working. Very cool. Turn that off. Turn this back on. Does that work? No, I think it still wants to capture. Let's see. What about this? Does that turn it off? Very cool. I don't think it's just gonna be. It's just gonna be a black screen. Very, very cool. While I'm transferring to a different game, I definitely was much more quiet. I'm gonna first try to figure out some little bit of research. Let's see. Why the? Okay. You know what? Let's see. Random thing on my browser. I saw a random post. I was talking about. I think it was about an old book. don't know how old it is, but I got the female condition, and I was like, huh, I'm just gonna look up, and then let's see the Wiley Online Library. Let's see. I'll read something. Maybe this will inspire me to talk about random things. Okay, it's just gonna give me the fucking abstract. Got it. Okay, very cool. This article explores the intersection of medicine, religion, and gender within the context of miracle narratives compiled in England, France, in the High Middle Ages. Women in miracle accounts have much to tell us about medieval ideas of gender, sickness, and health. Yet this is an area where which has received little scholarly attention, focusing on stories of female deformity and disfigurement. It is argued that sickness has a feminizing effect on women's bodies in these sources, and promised that the symptoms of excess femininity were not always seen as a spiritual hindrance that might be expected. I think what's kind of funny about that is it reminds me of I was watching a YouTuber named The Poopy Show, which I think is very, very funny in my mind. But I think she was talking about femboys and like what is the prominence of like why femboys started to exist again or whatever. And I think it was interesting. Maybe the part of what I'm going to look up is like, at what point in history did people start to socially develop a difference between genders? Because like what she said in that was the history was the fact that it was before men saw women as human beings. They were just like, or they saw them as like basically just men but lesser. They're just like, these are worse men because their genitalia are not exterior. Which kind of reminds me of that one Reddit post of where the guy was like, I don't know how women he's like, I'm not gay, but like the penis is just like it's a superior piece of technology or whatever. I gotta find it now. Reddit guy talks about penises being better. Dick size, no, it's not it. They're functionally, no, these are like real things. Let's see. What is it called? It's the copy pasta. Okay, what? Okay, now I'm finding some like random like, okay, I love the Google AI because it's not at all what I want. But like it's like based on the Reddit post, particularly some service like the 10th dentist and also copy pasta, the penis is better functionally argument is a recurring controversial and often satirical theme. One of the most prominent variations of this argument counters the idea that penises are better optimized than other genitalia. Key functional argument in the copy pasta context: low maintenance and reliable, often referred to as low maintenance or the AK-47 of genitalia. I think that shit's so funny. Can I get the actual fucking Reddit story? I think yeah, it's as a straight man. Redirect notice. I guess I would just. Okay, it is a 10th dentist. Okay. As a straight man, vaginas are badly optimized interfaces and would prefer them evolutionarily eradicated. I don't know. I think that's just kind of funny. But going back to the female condition, I don't know why I thought the idea that like that guy talking about how they're bad interfaces is funny. Bro cannot interface. Holy. Yeah, let's see. The library thing. I don't think I can find it. Condition illustrated by the letter and example. Trying to state that underlines the female condition in this world is mildly possible. Being would be considered less good than being a man. Women are considered less good than men. Women are less, period. I don't go out of my way to seek evidence. I am a woman. I should probably, I will stream what I'm looking at. Let me get this view. Watching. Let's see. Let's see. Does it want to? Yes. Okay. Cool. This is what I'm reading. No God, I may seek evidence. I am a woman. I've collected a lifetime of it globally. I don't need reminders either. And I'm not a masochist, but there are everywhere. For example, reading Razard's Polskinski, I don't know how to say that name, The Shadow of the Sun, a collection of his journalisms from Africa, where this passage, the time 1988, the places where Uganda, is a local custom for women. When they see a man walking toward them, they move to the side, kneel, and wait on their knees until he approaches. He greets them, and in response to this, they inquire whether there is anything they can do for him. If he answers nothing, they wait until he passes, and only then they rise. Similar scenes were repeated later, as I sat with Cuthbert on the bench in front of his house. Passing women came up to us, knelt, and silently waited. Sometimes my host, busy talking, failed to notice them. He would continue to wait, or they would continue to wait motionless, until he finally greeted them and wished them farewell, at which point they would get up and walk away. I'm so confused. I did not know that happened. Very interesting. I do like how my idea of finding a topic to talk about is I saw a random post about feminist theory and I'm like, you know what? Let's read it. I don't know. I think I have fun with it. I think that I think this is a very opportune moment because I'm not giving an opinion of I'm not gonna be like, yes, I believe in this theory or I disbelieve in this theory. And I think it gives a good opportune moment for people to show up and scrutinize me. This is my hope. Maybe I can get people by having not a controversy, but get people motivated through emotions, but not give opinions, so that they fight amongst each other. I was actually talking about this with Poe. Maybe I could just get people to fight amongst each other inside the and what I'll do is we can ban people based on the fact if you pay me money, I'll ban you. I'll ban somebody you want me to ban, so that I can or so that you can spread your opinion more. And it's just for my money. I'm just printing money at that point in time. So I'll go through controversial topics, not give a proper opinion over it, and have the people of the chat fight over it. That would be, I think, the opportune money-making moment. Maybe I'll become famous for doing that, which sounds like a great and horrible idea at the same exact time. But let's see. Occasionally, I run across people. So far, all have been men who either pretend or to be generally or utterly ignorant of what it means to be born a woman. If you tell them we exist in a fog of systemic, not systematic, systemic and systematic prejudice, that we are universally despised and labeled and liable to be assaulted by any number of ways by any number of agents because of biological a basic biological fact of who we are, something utterly out of our power, they don't understand. Which I think is fair. I think that I'm just gonna bring back fucking No Longer Human. There's a part of the book where they're saying that that in no such case a human will ever understand another person. But I do think in this situation where it's when people do run across I think when men probably don't understand the experience of women, I think it's fair thing, because the thing is not everyone's trying to stop and understand other people's experiences. And I think this is for the fact that it's not just because I think that a lot of people you don't have to stop and try to understand everybody's experience, because I don't think it's possible. To where you're just trying to sit here and or sit here and like experience everybody. You need to experience every individual. But the fact that like I think that like we can take that like half the people, or like it's technically like it's different than half, but half the people are born as female. Um, like the fact that we can observe that means that like the fact that like that exists, we like people should probably take more time to try to figure out what it means to be, or what like women like go through experiences. Because the thing is, like, I know like a lot of people want to talk about how like, oh, like, like women can go through something bad, but like I can also go through something bad. And then, like, I think it's fair because like everyone can go through a negative experience. But I think if somebody says that women as a whole, or a group that they themselves as a whole go through negative experiences, I think it's not necessarily the due diligence of the individual themselves to always figure that out. But I think it like even though people might not believe them, I think that like as a person who wants to do it, I think that like it'd be like, okay, well, if they say they have an experience that is like how it says systemic and systematic prejudice, I think it'd be like, okay, if they feel this way, there's a reason why they feel this way. And so I think it's like due diligence to listen to why they say they feel this way, even though I think it's not necessarily easy, because sometimes like what we do naturally is when someone says I'm suffering, oftentimes what we do is we say, well, I'm suffering more, or like we just like, or like this is natural like sense of like what a lot of guys like to do, or not even just guys. I think that people like to do is that like when somebody says an experience that they're going through, people like to discount them sometimes, where it's like you're not going through the experience, or it's like, or people try to say it's not that bad, but it's not our place to say. It kind of reminds me like when I was a kid, like whenever like sometimes we do like whenever like like say like play roughly with my siblings, like sometimes they'd be like, oh, they'd be upset, and I remember my parents being like, oh, so you don't know how they felt, like, even though we would say like, oh, like I didn't hit them that hard, like they're fine, you don't know how they felt. And I think this is like one of those moments where it's like you don't know how these people feel, you don't know what they actually experience, because like, there are some people where like they experience a lot, where it's like maybe you are not enacting upon this systematic or this systemic or systematic prejudice, but maybe like just because you aren't enacting it does not mean that it doesn't exist. It also like you could be participating. Like the thing is like just because it doesn't feel as if you are participating does not mean you aren't. You aren't. Um, and so I think at that point in time, it like, because the thing is that you don't know what you don't know. So if you don't know that you're like you are participating, then you just don't know that you are participating. Because like I think it's good due diligence. Again, I'm not saying this is correct or incorrect. I want people to fight over it. I want this to be uploaded and people fight over it and I make money from it. So I will not say whether or not I believe in it or not. But let's continue to illustrate what I mean, which is not just a physical attack. My mother walks into a car repair shop with a male friend. The car dude ignores my mom and addresses the man. Although my mom says hi and starts on all the rest, as it happens, the male friend has a major car phobia and has never touched the wheel, let alone held a license. Cars are boxes on round things that get you from from point to point, from point A to point B, by God's grace, as far as He's concerned. My mom's gone through a stable Morris's. Okay, I feel like I'm stupid. I'm gonna search this up. Definition, because like Morris's English word, verb to dance. I did not know that. I wonder if like, I've never heard that Morris's. I wonder. I don't want to look at Maurice. If that has to do with let's see how to pronounce it. Oh, I forgot it.
Morris's.
I guess it's just Morris's. Okay, I can't read the Canadian being Morris's. Morris's and a Fiat's again, like Fiat's definition. If you had an authoritative, often arbitrarily degree, order, or sanction issued by someone in power. Interesting. Very cool. I forgot I keep doing that.
The odds.
The way he said that's kind of funny.
The odds.
I hate that. Yeah, since age of 20, she knows her way around the repertory of car problems. Granted, she's no tomboy. She always will dress pretty old school, feminine, but even after it's made clear who's the client, the car dude addresses the man, not her, and gives her a dirty look when when they leave. It's very very interesting because okay, like I think that like this is like something that I will say is like this definitely does happen. I think that like especially car business nowadays. I have like a family member, not say in the car business, but in the they're in the trades, and like it was interesting about it is they're describing how it's much better more recently than it was back in the past for women to be in the trades. Because I'm also taking they didn't talk to me about it. They were talking to another family member about it, and then the other family member told me about it. We were just talking about that, and how like now it's like it's much easier because I think a lot of people in the trades were mostly men, which makes a lot of sense. But oh no, I lost my viewer. No. Okay, but I think I will probably continue reading this, but I guess like I might just continue reading this later. I'm going to find video game to play. I do want to talk about the idea of understanding other people though. I will finish reading that sometime. But let's see. I was thinking about playing Fallout 4 just because I just sit here and just not really care. Yes, detect my hardware, put in ultra quality. Thank you, Fallout. Game capture. Can I find my mouse? There we go. Okay. I don't know why this doesn't work. Maybe do I have to be a part of it? Maybe does it have to be open for it to see it? I don't know. But let's see. Specific window. Hotkey. No, it did work. Okay, I'm stupid. It does have it. Yippee! Nope, it's going back to black. Very cool. Don't know what to do. Is it when it captures a specific window itself? I don't know what I did to make it work. Now I feel stupid. Let's do Fallout 4. So when I open it, does it change? Oh, it does. Okay, cool. Very cool. I don't care. I don't know why I would care. I don't really like the Fallout 4 creations, but kind of going back on the topic of like, it's not going to just be about Brenda. No, confirm. I guess something that I do want to talk about is the idea of listening to other people, or not just listening, but just kind of like understanding other people. A lot of what kind of like Dr. K talks about is just trying to understand another person. I think is like when it comes to like I guess like some social aspects of other people, they just don't like try to listen or understand. This game is fucking loud. But they don't try to listen or understand in ways that can be. But I got distracted there. So I think it's like important to where like I remember what he talks where he's like instead of trying to be instead of trying to just say you're correct, it's good just to figure out what you like why other people believe something. Because the thing is, like, because I think that, like, in my own mind, I kind of understood that other people might believe something because the fact that, like, there is a semblance of realness to it, where it's like there is a reality to the situation. It's not as if, like, people believe things just to, because they could also be tricked into believe said things, so that there is that part of it. But I just find it useful. It's also a way to connect with a lot of people, is to at least listen to people. You don't have to believe them to be correct, but at least listening to them, being and being like, hey, like, why do you believe in what you believe in? It also does, in my opinion, and from what I understand, it increases people's likelihood to like listen to you when you try to express yourself, if you listen to them when they like try to express themselves. So that's kind of like another reason why I think it's useful. I don't think you should just do it just because they'll listen to you more, but I think that you should do it because of the fact that, like, it's a good thing to listen to other people. It's also, if you want to. Not everyone's built to do that. Not everyone is like, not everyone should or wants to engage in being the listener when it comes down to it, or things like that, or like kind of like a moderator. Like, it kind of goes to what, like, Dr. K talks about when it comes to when it talks about the male loneliness epidemic, in my mind, where it's like, it's people have to step up to help some people. It just because people have to step up because people can't do it on their own does not mean that you have to step up. It's just kind of one of those things where, like, people generally have to, like, help other people, but it doesn't mean you have to. And I think that's kind of like where it's like, I think that, like, as somebody who wants to understand, I think that I want to be somebody who, like, will step up and, like, try to listen to people. But what's really funny about it is I struggle with that mainly because the fact that I just talk a lot, and it doesn't necessarily give people the access to speak as much, just because I'm normally just talking so much. I think it's like a good opportune thing for me to, like, learn to do better. But such a weird. No, I need a weird hairstyle. No. No. I want the hair. No, I want the style of hair. Great. And then color. I wasn't particularly good color skin, but I just go with whatever. I want to change the color of my hair. Something stupid. I forget they don't. Okay, but we're gonna do this weird. Mainly because it's also changed what Sean's looks like. Escape. Done. This guy's perfect. He's peak male. Peak male physique. He's 100% what male sex appeal is about. Looking very particularly uninspired, but going back to listening thing, I think that's a very good thing to listen to other people. It's also because, like, sometimes, like, we don't listen to our own like friends or family. Like, sometimes there'll be an experience where it's like we talk or we give advice, and we don't say, like, hey, there's an experience that you're going through, like, can you help me know what it's like, or things like that. Like, we don't always do that, and so I think there is a, I'd say a reason to do it, but I think that there is a reason to do it, just so that, like, you can have a better connection with them, so that, like, they can feel understood. And I think it's just a good thing for you to do yourself. But I forgot what I need to do. Alright, Codsworth, take care of him. Or I forget what I'm supposed to do. But oh, it's a Vault Tech, that's why. He's just probably standing outside the door. Yes, come to the door, Vault Tech. But understanding a lot of people. I think, like, even like other people, like non-friends, I think that, like, it'd be just good to, like, listen to them. But I do realize that it is hard to talk to people sometimes. Not interested. Very cool. But it is good to just to I'm going to do that. I'm going to get into a side tangent of, I was kind of like thinking about, because like there's some people who build good deep connections. Like I think that there's a couple people I know who build a lot of good deep connections, while other people don't tend to build as deep connections with others. I know somebody who just doesn't, like, I don't know if he can develop the deep connections, and that kind of goes into a little bit of the listening thing. But like I've just noticed that, like, I tried to have a conversation with him. We start talking about a topic that maybe both of us enjoy, and like his responses don't end up being not say satisfactory, but in a way where it's like I don't feel more and more connected. I just feel kind of like irritated. But because I think there's some people who do it better, but some people who like, I don't hear what's happening, but in those waste of time, it could just be a big douche, and it doesn't really matter because like you're gonna have to do it anyway. But I kind of forget what I was talking about, but like, yeah, some people like have this ability to make friends, and I think that like I'm somebody who wants to have a lot of deep connections, but can't always do it. Do I make a stupid character with idiot savant? Can't perceive anything. No charisma. No, he's 10-10. Like, this guy's just lucky. And he's like fucking 10 endurance. And like he's not very agile. You know, I'll just give him 4 points in agile. Jimmy, as I always do. Jimmy, can I? Yeah, okay, yeah, no, I accept it. But I just think that like, cause like sometimes I don't realize I try to meet a lot of people. Sometimes it's people my sisters know, or people that that my like friends know, things like that. And I try to meet a lot of people, and sometimes like it goes well, where it's like, oh yeah, you do end up connecting with those people. But I think I do it so I do it to the point where like sometimes like I go into situations where I don't like find people who I want to talk to, like where it's like I kind of like play fake, kind of like going back to like the Nolan humor, where it's like he puts on a show, and you kind of just like do that where it's like, okay, I have to put on the show, or like people just think I'm weird and uncomfortable or whatever. And but I forgot what's supposed to happen with this, but like I do just often try to connect with people, and there's some people, it's like you kind of like have to realize sometimes is that sometimes people will just dislike you. Sometimes you irritate somebody, and sometimes people will just irritate you, and you just won't get around that. I think that's something that like I need to learn, and I don't necessarily do that too often. Where it's like sometimes I am like I do understand that probably to some people. I think like changing my relationship with them by just like talking in different ways that doesn't irritate them. Because I don't know, I've met somebody who wants to irritate other people. I think there's a lot of people who are okay or fine with like just being irritating to some person because it doesn't really affect them in a way where it's like oh, like, you know, I don't care about your opinion, so I'm willing to just act upset or act a certain way because just because of the fact that like they're not like, it's not like their best friend, it's not like they're you know, boss, so they act like whatever. But I personally want to kind of like please people. I like a classic people pleaser. I don't want to irritate people, even if I don't want to see them, or even if I don't see them for too long. I don't want to like make people feel bad, whatever. Well, some people are just willing to make people feel bad. I kind of lost track of what I was doing because I had like focusing on the game, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. Bro, it's not gonna fit, bro. It's an unintuitive looking car. I like the idea that these guys were here already. Can I walk past it? No, the bombs will go off. I'm pretty sure if I try to walk too far. I know, I'm waste time. But yeah, no, I want to make a lot of friends. I think that like finding people to talk to or talk a lot about. I think it's also meeting new people because I like to analyze people. Like sometimes like when talking to like to figure out like what makes them tick sometimes, or like I just like some people are like a little bit more random and a little bit more interesting. But
We need to get in. We're on the list.
Infant, adult male, adult female.
yeah, there's a lot of adult females and probably like infant kids, bro. But
Now keep moving.
whoa, a vertibird flown by. Yeah, I do. So I'm distracted because I've played this intro so many times. I just don't always explore it.
Sir, I need to operate the elevator. Get out of the control room.
I'm very upset about me not going here, but huh. I guess I could switch to a different topic, but like relatively in the idea of like meeting people and trying to do that, but it kind of goes back to the topic of we'll never know what people's experiences are truly like, and that's why they try to be understanding and things like that. And part of not pissing people off is also being understanding. It is also what people want. Like, there's not often when you try to engage with somebody and they're talking about their emotions is they purely just want you to say, do this, this, and this. They usually want some level of being able to connect with you, so they want to feel like you connect with them. I forget what sneak is. Not that. But I like how like the world just ended and we're just over here like, yep. Yes, continue, doctor. But kind of distracted again, but yeah, listening to people just kind of usually what they want. They don't want to just get like, oh, do this, and being understanding, using like I think a good one is reflective listening. Just like being able to say, hey, this is what you say, this is not what you said, is that what you said, and like they say, yeah, and or no, and then you try to learn what they actually say, which is a good one. Randomly off topic thing, kind of on topic because I'm playing the game. Was there? I remember reading a comic about the beginning of the first of this game, not the first game. Of this game, and what's really funny about it is that they made you more connected to Nora in that part than like the way the game actually makes you feel. Like right now, I don't care about the character. She's not fun or entertaining or shows emotions. She's just like, I have a baby. Yes, yes. We are married, but it doesn't really feel connected. In that comic book, I think they showed a really fun level of just like human nature to them, and like neither of these characters feel very human. None of the characters I think you meet in the beginning of this game ever feel human. It's also kind of hard to believe where it's like, because like some of the people in I think Fallout New Vegas, like they feel human in the sense that that is not your reality. I think that part's fun. In this one, it just, especially in the beginning, they don't really feel like that. I think as like the wasteland exists, they do feel like that. But I feel like the main character, which is I think a lot of people talk about like the problems with Bethesda, but I feel like the main character should react more to the fact that like people have changed in society or have more problems with it, because the thing is like in the other Fallout games, in all the other Fallout games, they were existing during the end. Like in Fallout 1 they might have not been outside, in Fallout 3 they might not have been outside, so they don't necessarily know what it's like to be like in the wastelands. But yet they do know the nukes go off, or they do know the difference. But here you're just like, oh, like random guy shot my wife and looks at me and took my baby, yet I'm like all I want is like, oh, because like, it's fair to like have the motivation, just like that's all I care about. But they're just not gonna acknowledge like the way people are, or like some of the way history is. I don't know. I feel like the obviously that they didn't necessarily. I don't think that they did horrible with the character. I don't think they did great with the main character. Obviously, people got mad at their dialogue options because the dialogue options are stupid. That's kind of like why I choose to be sarcastic or have the bad options, because like because I remember the first time I played this game and I was like, well, I want to be super personable and whatever, and like I went up to like the cry put on my wife, I took her ring and like never sold it and had always had on, but like then I realized that like that to me it didn't like there's nothing that made me want to do that. Like, I was like, oh, I just did it because the idea of your like wife being dead and it's like I want to remember her, it was the reason why I did it, not because it actually meant something to me. So I was like, oh, I just did it just because it's an idea. Like, this game doesn't really get you to care about her, and honestly, this game doesn't get you to care about a lot of characters. I think was it Kiri? I think that like that's a character that like I think it's one of the best companions. Kiri. There's obviously I forget his name. Is it Deacon? He's pretty cool, I think. Bertrand. I equip myself with the Bertrand. But I think that like I think game design. I think the beginning of like Starfield also felt really impersonal. I don't know. I feel like the beginnings of some games is a little bit difficult. This is why I think Skyrim's like the beginning of Skyrim is kind of fun, because like you get to make your own reasons, whatever, of why you're there. Here it's like you're a little bit more shoehorned, and I think like even in Cyberpunk 2077 you're more shoehorned. And honestly, I enjoy that because it's not trying to be less shoehorned. You do get to choose what type of character you are. You can be more mean. You can do you get to choose the end result, but you don't get to choose like you do get to choose like the major background. Like, oh, was I like a corpo? Am I a nomad or whatever? And you do get to choose that, but like it's not as if like that is super important. You're just getting to choose the I guess the ending, but also, and I think that like that taken away is kind of fine. Like you do get to feel it, but I think that I'm a little distracted. That's why I'm not saying the things I want to say. But I think that you do get to choose those, but you don't get to choose the fact that you are friends with I forget his name. It's been a while since I started a new run of Cyberpunk 2077, but like the run I have, it's just like I haven't started a new run. I just like played the same run the whole time. So is my tab not? Oh, I don't have the Pip-Boy yet. I'm like wondering why I don't have the fucking Bertrand. But I forget it. You don't have it, but the cryo thing. Get another gun. Get more ammo. But I completely forgot what I was thinking. Yippee! Oh, I don't care. Just open the door. Dude, I have that fucking British aim, man. Holy, what the fuck? Okay, I'm just gonna blame Fallout 4 that one. You can also blame me for that one, because like I was playing a fucking shooter yesterday, and I was doing. I had better aim, I promise. I think it is the Fallout games that just like give you bad aim. Specifically Fallout 4, because like Fallout 4 and 76, because the shooting was different in the other 76, or the shooting was different in New Vegas and 3. But can I take that fucking Pip-Boy? Can I take that Pip-Boy, please? I want to. Oh, that's why. I'm not listening to you, game. but to activate, yes, I will. I forgot to put it on what difficulty level, but I want to find something to talk about, but I feel like I'm a little yippies. I'm a yippies fella. Like all I do is just sleep. I don't do much. I'm kind of like a turtle, not turtle. What sleeps out? Like not like a sloth. I do sleep a lot. I don't do much. I am hungry, but I do eat food. I don't really know what to. I'm like tired. It's kind of like I would not. I don't necessarily want to end, but it's more of like I don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. I guess just meet me when I stream more. Maybe I'll find a topic to talk about. Who knows? I like the idea this one crate wasn't here. Was it? I'm pretty sure it wasn't here. Nuka Cola. Red X. I forget about all the things that exist. You know, there are some places that I just didn't explore. And like I know Deacon was supposed to be over there, and I just didn't explore there. Which kind of reminds me of the way people think about the game, where it's like people think that I guess the secret lore is that you yourself are a synth. But inventory, metal. Because like why is he out here? Like like in my idea, it's like there's no reason to be out here observing. Like this area, unless I know something about you. And the fact is that it's at the beginning of the game. Probably ran off when it sees you, because obviously you go to it. But like maybe he's just observing. I don't know. It does make you want to believe. What the fuck? No, just happened. The fuck was that sound? I think it was one of the dogs. Cram. I guess I'll take this cram. I forget how to do it. I'm not good at it either. But random thing. I started wanting to avoid this game because of the loading screens. I think that like when someone like tells you and reminds you about the loading screens, you're like, oh yeah, I do fucking hate the loading screens. Like it makes sense when you use like fast travel the loading screens, but it's just about like Cyberpunk when you're like, oh, you don't give a shit about the loading screens because there's like barely any. It's usually when you fast travel or when you sleep, but even then that's not like a full loading screen when you sleep. Well, it is a loading screen. I actually don't know if it's a loading screen, but it's like you're like, ah, this is fine. But when it comes to like Fallout, it's like. Because, like, I do not like Starfield's loading screens because they took forever. Like, I have an SSD, a fast SSD, but it isn't, like... Just the fact that you experience so many... like, so many loading screens is probably what's really annoying about it, but... I feel like this is barely showing the top of my face. I should probably angle it down more. To show more of my actual face. They stole him. It does show more of my face. Let's just look. There you go. I feel fine. Answer me. Sean! I should have got the mod that you could press X to press Sean. Sean! I gotta fucking fail. Please tell me I fail it. If I can pass that, holy. I didn't like the game's like New Vegas. I think was nice about it is that like, cause you can save scum, but the fact that they had this like, hey, you need these to actually pass this, and it felt like you were required to build your character in a certain way. While this, it's like, oh, I can save that and like win. Cool. Stop. And Codsworth is fun. God, if you're little yippies, I do have fucking Kroger Big K Cola drink. I drink it the way God intended, straight from the fucking 2-liter. It's also because nobody else is drinking it, so why not? 6 servings of this, which means it's 900 calories total for this. Wow. 2 liters, 900 calories. About 6 servings. I don't remember what's being said. I don't really care. Kind of want to transition again. I'm getting a little bored. I don't know. I think that's the problem. Is that when I don't have something to yap about, I just get bored and I just start wanting to do random things. But and it's like I think I've played enough Fallout 4. I don't care. Is this the house? It is the house, and you're like, whoa, the special book, whoa. Alright, I'll just improve agility. I thought I already activated it, but you know, maybe perk chart. No, I didn't activate it apparently. Let's see. I forget. Oh yeah, to do this. Idiot savant. So ricochet. Honestly, I didn't really. I think that this perk is this way that the perks is fun. I just don't care for it. I think one big thing is that you just don't feel. You can feel powerful with the items you get. It's just you don't always feel too powerful. This game does not make you. I think Skyrim, because like specifically with the items, make you feel really powerful. While Oblivion, you're like, I'm gonna make my own cool little spells. Same thing with Morrowind, you make your own spells, and so you feel stupid powerful when you like build your own. But so RE, yeah, RE. But like this game, it's like I don't like. It'd be cool if like some of the perks would make you feel more powerful, but because there's some like cool perks, but I don't know. I just feel like I'm like power hungry. I want to have like my fantasy of getting stupid strong. I want my power fantasy game, and this doesn't necessarily like give you that same power fantasy that. I guess maybe if you get like the nukes, you get the power armor. I think the power armor's cool, but I don't think the Fallout games were known for this extreme level of power fantasy, which is like fine. It's not like I guess maybe that's not the point of the games, but I think that I think that would be kind of nice to have a little more powerful, because like some of the other games do make you feel more powerful. No, at this one time I'm just saying things, but I still think it's good practice. Let's see, baseball that, gold, unlock safe is advanced, gold, scissors, whatever, sugar bomb. I will say the money making method is so much nicer in this, because instead of having to like farm enemies and not really get powerful, you're just like, I'm just gonna put a bunch of water and sell it. But I feel like I do want to transfer. I'm getting like tired, but sitting here just yapping at nothing. Let's continue going on. Maybe I do find more topics to yap about. Maybe just start doing research. Maybe I'll start reading. That's kind of like what I was thinking. Is a way to just continue to sit back and continue to stream is just start reading. I forget how to. I know it's tab, isn't it? I forget how to activate the Oh, it is that one. Okay. I could just start like doing things that like are not to say like productive, but like are more productive. And if I don't know what to say specifically, because like if I'm gonna be like playing a video game, it's like, okay, I'm just gonna play the video game itself and then talk and yap. But if I don't know what to yap about, maybe I just go into like doing like research about random topics, maybe doing some writing, maybe doing some watching some random things. I don't know why there's a sink here. I don't remember any of this. Maybe I'm just looking at it particularly. Like, I don't remember this like American flag here, but like I remember where the scrap. I do remember there is a cooking pot somewhere. I believe it is over here. There's that cooking pot, and then, yeah, I'm a little tired. Don't necessarily want to. I don't want to like talk. I don't want to be here. Like I think it's like, I think what makes it hard. It kind of reminds me of like language learning. It's just so difficult when you're getting nowhere. Like like I think it was nice when like my friend was here in chat. Like it was just nice because like I was streaming to somebody. There was somebody here. But when you're streaming to nobody, and like nobody that you know, let's see, do I die if I run against a car? Class 2 fest if I do. Like Dogumitu. But like it's kind of hard because you just kind of go back to, I keep getting distracted. You're just kind of sitting here by yourself with nobody, and like I'm not like I have like no audience from like, there's not like a funny YouTube video that I've made. There's not like a there's not really anything that would indicate people to watch me, and so which is fair. But I find that it would be like, I wonder if I could continue this. Like when it comes to like language learning, like I struggled to, but I just like kept grinding through it. And so like I hope that I can gain the skill that I was talking about. It's like where I could just continue yapping. I become entertaining enough, not like too flat in the way I speak. So that there are supposed to be more rats over here. Let's see, do I die when I walk into the garden? No, cool. There they are. Boom. No. Boom. But yeah, so I guess like that's what I'm just gonna try doing, is just continue to do it more. But like it's actually really cool. Like I said, I had 2 views on the last stream I did. I don't know if it was maybe like 2 views, maybe if like my friend like went like turned it off and turned it back on. Doesn't really matter. But it'd be like, oh, like, the idea that somebody else saw it is like a cool idea, even if they like watch like 5 minutes of it, or like, or they turn it on for 1 second. I think that's a cool idea. It's kind of like what a lot of YouTubers talk about when they like get like a small amount of views at the beginning. Where it's like I remember like I was watching the Poopy Show. She was just talking about how she the Astra instead of what I wanted. But she like was making a video to convince I think her boyfriend to get a dog and made 5 views, and she was like, yeah, it's super cool. And that's kind of like what like I think it was actually really funny is that like I don't know if it's special to YouTube, because like I think like when it's like, let's say if you make a post to Reddit or a post to like anywhere else, like you're like people see it's like, okay, who cares, but when like YouTube are, it's like, oh man, there's some person was dedicated enough to watch this, I think. Because like when people you know, it's like that makes sense. I do, it's, again, like I appreciate the people who I know who like engage in the content, but it's also like one of those things where it's like when somebody you don't know, it's like, whoa, there's somebody I don't know engaging with content that I'm making. That is cool, because it's like, oh, like there are maybe random people here, but I do care, but because I think like because like when you're small, I think a lot of people who aren't big and want to become YouTubers have that feeling of like wanting to get a sizable ow, these people fucking hurt. Okay, I'll use this impact. They want, like, people want to get sizable, and they want to feel cared about. They want to feel seen, which I think is a very fair thing, because that's kind of like what I also want to do. Like I would like to feel cared about for like by random people, and it'd be cool for to be big, because like there's people who watch you, they care about you. You're like you're bigger than yourself, because like, or not bigger than yourself, but you're like you have some semblance of feeling important. And like you don't need importance by doing that. I think that's why kind of like a job also gives that, where it's like when you know what you're doing. Like if you're working at McDonald's, I think there's a lot of people who probably say they don't feel important. It's like, I'm doing a job that I don't really care about. That I forgot you have to turn off the violence, or just or YouTube gets upset. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to pick up these weapons and then walk away from you. So I don't care. But like like getting, like, again, like I said, some semblance of like feeling important is, or feeling important, feeling seen, feeling understood. We want that, and like making a YouTube video, and I think other people seeing that, I think like I it makes me wonder like how many people like after making YouTube videos feel that, and how many like older content content creators have that feeling. But okay, I'm not gonna do that. I don't really care enough. I don't even know why I would be doing that. I don't have a fusion core. It's gonna send me back. Oh, okay, so it sent me back to like when I'm level 2, which is back here. That's fine, but I'll just go do this. But I don't know. It just seems like a little cool to have an audience. Like I think it'd be cool to like have a small little subgroup audience, or maybe even a big audience. But it just seems cool. Oh, these motherfuckers are already... Oh, that's not good. I keep forgetting about the violence. I don't really care. Like, oh no, I like blew up their head. Like, I think that like I don't care if this gets age restricted. I'm not particularly making content for kids, so I don't give a shit. I just want to sit here and just say shit and be here and maybe get an audience, but I don't know. This also makes me wonder. I wonder how many individuals themselves like when they first start streaming or making content. I think that nowadays, now that we know that people can do it, a lot more people are focused, and so there's a lot more people who are on the grind. So there's a lot of people who start YouTube channels who probably are in tune with the idea of knowing what to do for their YouTube channel. So like instead of it just being a little bit random, kind of like RP Strength for Mike is your tell. Like I don't think that like he wasn't like the classic person to like, oh, Jacksepticeye, where he's just making videos just to make videos or whatever. While like there's probably still a mixture of those people who still make content just to like make content because they want to, kind of like what I'm doing right now. Like I think there's some level of like I did study, but the thing is like other people, like they already have a formula that they know what they're gonna do. Is this Shasha and Carla? Hell yeah. But I think like there's some semblance of people knowing what they want to do, and going for it, and because like I wonder like how like people would not say treat, but because like I wonder like what new people would come here and see it, because like I talked about yesterday where that there are people who I'm not use grenades, play pistol, security baton. I'll keep the shotgun. I'll keep that and all short cells. But like it'd be interesting to see. It's not. I do not have 700 or whatever caps. I get. But like I kind of forgot what I was talking about, which is very great. Can I not kill these motherfuckers before? No, I can. Or I just wasted all the bullets I just bought. But you know what? If it's for killing people, I don't mind. Stop fucking running! Makes my aim worse. Where is he at? Where is his body? I feel like the skeletons are still here. Where did you guys kill him? I want to loot his fucking stuff, bruh. Fine. I didn't level up to level 3. Is this kind of stealing? It does kind of stealing. Okay, cool. There we go. I forget what we're... Okay, this is just gunslinger. Channel of us, non-automatic pistols. 22% more damage. There's sneak. Let's use sneak. Do the classic little sneaky thing where you. But I don't really care about that. But kind of going back. Oh, I'm gonna sit here. Do it. Damn. Alright. Time to lock in. Time to lock in, boys. We're locking in for the fucking perfectly preserved pie. I forget how many times you get to activate it. Okay. I gotta lock in. Boys. I gotta lock in. This next time. But I think it'd be cool to have an audience. I also don't know how many people go in. I wonder if more people feel confident in themselves when they are trying to go like make YouTube videos or like content, like, cause I think maybe what gives me the idea is like TikTok, cause like I think a lot of people have cause like on Instagram and TikTok you probably have a bigger audience. Cause I noticed like, cause on Instagram people just get like views, or like people just view things, like no matter what it is, like people just view and like it. I think it's like it's the most random things too. It's like I remember like just seeing the most random things. It's like maybe it's like art. Maybe like I'd make a piece of art. Like it's viewed more than I think it should have been, and people just like view it. And it's like people look at it. It's like same thing with TikTok. I think it's short form, where so you do get kind of like random people who have smaller accounts, but they still have a bigger audience than YouTube. But which I wonder like I wonder, like, because like we talk about like how YouTubers are kind of like mini celebrities, like for a while, but now it's like there's mini celebrities to our mini celebrities, where it's like obviously there's smaller YouTube channels, but like in my mind, this is also not necessarily true, but in my mind, I think that there is a group of people who like are like kind of like maybe they just watch like some of their content, and it's like they're not like they're smaller than like 10,000 subscribers, and people just watch their content. It reminds me of I was talking about the friend. We fucking got it. Let's fucking go, bro. Let's fucking go. I know it's because it shifted to the left, or to the right. I mean, so I don't know how you'd get any of the other food, but perfectly preserved pie. But I'm gonna have to save this moment. Let me just save. But I was on. But like you kind of like have like the more like mini tiny celebrities that like, not celebrities, but like mini groups of people that like get like maybe a couple viewers, maybe a 5, 10 or whatever. Ooh, who are these people? I don't remember. Am I just gonna go shooting them? What? Yeah, I don't care. I'm walking away. I don't care. You have dialogue? I don't give a shit. If I can't shoot to kill you, I don't fucking care. Go to the map. I forget exactly where Diamond City is at. I know it's like... it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna continue walking. I'm just gonna continue strolling. I don't care. I want to find Diamond City so I can do that, to get their perfectly preserved pie. But, like, TikTokers, like, some of the, like, when, like, kind of, like, going back to the explanation, because I've just not been explained very well, which I don't care. But, like, the small TikTokers get, like, maybe, like 100 people who watch it, while like 100 people in my feeling on YouTube is like a lot on YouTube. For me, like if I made a TikTok video and 100 people watched it, it'd be like, oh, like not that many people watched it. And I think that's like probably a common opinion amongst people, where it's like, oh, it's not as much. I think there's ghouls here, where they feel as if like your YouTube views, like the amount, like, oh man, like it's kind of like how that one person who got really popular on TikTok, like how she got like 100 million like subscribers or followers on TikTok, and like it's like on YouTube it's like an achievement to like an achievement took like forever, while on TikTok it took like a couple years. And this is not to like erase the achievement for like, because it's like, oh, cool, people achieve things. But what I'm more talking about is it seems like YouTube progresses slower when it comes to content, because I think it's more dedicated watchers usually. But oh, I thought there was expert, but I don't think there is. I don't remember. Apparel. I'll go with this, but oh, it's the child of Adam. That's why I picked him. Like, oh, okay, they're just living here. Die from radiation, most likely. But, yeah, I don't really care about the size topic or, like, the content or, like, the people topic. I think I enjoy the idea of it. Like, it's, like, something that, like, I want, but, like, I don't really care for talking about it too much. Even though I'm, like, fucking talking about it, but... I don't remember where all the mines were here. I remember in Fallout New Vegas, the Nipton mines. And then there's even I think it's not past Nipton, but there's not mines under cones, which I always thought was really funny. People fighting. Oh yeah, this is fucking dance. Fucking Dance Revolution. Assist the soldiers, yes. I will take your fucking stim packs. What I do by assisting. Be a dick. I just want XP and I want to kill things. And I want caps.
Excuse me. We appreciate the assistance, civilian. But what's your business here? Pest exterminator. I heard you had a feral problem. Evading my questions is a surefire way of getting yourself a job. Are you from a local?
Oh no, I'm like tired. Oh, but
On the other side of Concord? I've seen the location on our map.
I just want to just sit here, just continue streaming, just because. I did stream longer than I did yesterday. I don't feel as accomplished today as I did yesterday, because yesterday I like just didn't shut up. Well, today there are a lot more times where I did stay a bit quiet. You're doomed. Persuasion and temp failed. Let me help. I'm not gonna help him. Let me help. I'm not gonna help him. I just wanted to get access to the fucking building and stupid shit. But
I've modified the radio tower on the roof of the police station, but I'm afraid it just isn't enough. What we need is something that will boost the signal.
Our target is ArcJet Systems, and it contains the technology.
I do like the fact that his hips just like probably like went into the ground or something. But check my phone wherever I put my phone. I left my phone somewhere stupid to where it's not accessible to me where I'm sitting. No, it fell. I remember it fell. Sarcastic. A text message from my mom. She probably called. Yes. It went well. Should be there tomorrow. Cool, I leveled up, but I did not get any fund, I don't think. But I'm gonna message my friend on Discord. Real quick. Yeah, I don't actually care. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna steal their shit. Yes, I love my loading screens. I do love my Bethesda loading screens. At least they're not like 3 years long anymore. It's actually like fucking bearable. Let me take more of your shit. I'm just going to take all of your shit. But Also, it's really funny because like I'm putting my like head on my knee right now, but like you can't see that in this stream, which I think is funny. But it's not too important. I thought I was like, I don't know why I find like I say things like I find things funny when they're not necessarily doing that. Did I check group chats? I'm getting a message real quick. You are eating, right? Question mark? No, I'm not eating. I'm actually starving now. I have eaten. But press button. I don't feel like looting this whole place. I just want to steal some things. I'm too lazy. Too lazy. Steal fucking everything. And I leave. Which is really weird. It felt like you went down, and I guess you went down a little bit, not too far, but toy alien, table knife, pencil, spoon, caps. Okay. Caps. I know there's Faragulls back there, but I don't want to fight them. I'm already low on ammo. But, I don't know. Don't know what to do. I want to do. I do like the ideas of these. The Poloski. Yippee! Forget. Yeah, this is where. There's these things. I forget. Do I have weapon? How much ammo do I have? 5 shells. 50 of those. I'll do this then. I swear it's not fucking me, bro. Look. Okay, you can't say that was me. You can't say that M was me. Oh no, fire. Oh no, I'm on fire. Raider Psycho. Who's in power armor, which is really interesting. So like I know that they handle power armor different in this. The fact that like the only people in power armor in the other games were the Brotherhood and Steel, and now it's like, oh, again, randos have power armor now. What the fuck? Oh, it's a dog. I thought it was dog meat. I was genuinely confused. You know, I don't actually care to fight them. I don't have enough shits to give to fight these people. Fuck you guys. See, it's getting a message from a family member. I'm just gonna go back to doing whatever. I'm like complaining about I'm tired because I am tired. But it's like I'm like I must fucking grind. I must stay alive. I must stay alive. Do you have something? No, I forget. I don't know. Let's see. Let's go back to. Let's go to a weapon that I actually have ammo for. Casually killing foes. Casually doing this. And I could probably use, I forgot what fucking VATS was. Is it fucking caps lock? It's not V. I'm like forgetting based on the other Fallout games. Take all your shit. Oh no, I'm over. No, I'm not over encumbered. What? Oh, it's caps lock that did that. Oh, because I'm walking. I gotta help kill these guys, and they're like, you know what? No, we're not gonna say shit. But you know what? I'm just not gonna waste ammo on these guys. I'm just gonna walk past them then. Just equip this, reload it twice, and then run past them. I don't give a shit enough. Maybe if I can get a shot on. No, I could not get a shot on his power fusion core. If I could do that, I would. But I don't have the fucking aim. But just go over here and kill these people again. Oh, I hit the bar. Boom. No. Boom. What the fuck? Okay. Straight some bullshit. Bullshit. Boom. Boom. No. Boom. Cool. Like, theoretically, this building is very small. Not theoretically, it literally is fucking thin. Oh, there's this here. Yes, I forgot. And then there is the guy at the top. That's what I forgot last time, was this guy up here. There's this top thing. There's this. Jump down here. I don't want to. Okay, fine. I'll go down the fucking stairs. Fine. I'll use the stairs like a normal fucking person. And I won't run through fucking mines. Yeah, I could pick them up, but like I won't do it.
What do you mean you can't open the gate? Stop playing around, Danny. I'm standing out in the open here.
This is probably like one of my least favorite interactions in the game. Like, you're supposed to think that Piper's smart and intuitive and whatever, and the government sucks, and it's like, I don't know,
Oh, look, it's the scary reporter.
Oh.
I'm sorry, but Mayor McDonough's really steamed, Piper. Saying that article you wrote was all lies. The whole city's in a tizzy.
You open this gate right now.
I just don't really care for Piper as a character.
Just lock me out. I know you're listening, Danny. Open the gate. You want into Diamond City, right?
Just traveling through.
What's that? You said you're a trader up from Quincy? You have enough supplies to keep the general store stocked for a whole month? You hear that, Danny? You gonna open the gate and let us in, or are you gonna be the one talking to crazy Myrna about losing out on all the supplies?
Jeez, alright.
Like, there's no conversation about this afterwards. It's like, yes, I am, of course, yes, a trader from Quincy, whatever. Or no, I just don't. Like, you get in, and it wasn't like a lot. I don't know. I do also dislike. I just dislike this part. It's like, okay, I don't take orders.
Whoa, take it easy. Yikes. You, come along whenever you're ready.
And like, she tries to give you a pet name. It just doesn't work, I guess, in my mind. Like, it's like, oh yes, you're blue because you wear a blue vault suit. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I would call you stupid because you're stupid. I don't fucking know. Got him, guys. I called her stupid. I got fucking idiot savant from that. I think it's very funny. I think it's in here that the... Yeah. Okay. Alright, this is real content here. This is what I really care about when I play Fallout 4, is doing this. I don't care about them. I'm not gonna get it. Very cool.
Death claws where the real danger is. Don't try to outrun it. If there's something solid between you and it, then pray.
I just want to get this fight, man. Nope. This feels like a gotcha game. Guys, I'm doing my powers. I won my 50-50 last time. I am getting myself up to soft pity. Nope. Like, the idea that it seems like they probably moved this over. Why would they keep it? Like, I wouldn't imagine, like, in a real baseball field this would be there. Like, at all. I wouldn't think that this would be here. So you'd think that these people would move to here because it's a food place. But why would they keep the old rotten food there? Wouldn't they just take it out? I don't know. Nope, not gonna get it this time. But no, I might end stream because it's been like 3 hours, and I think somebody doesn't know what they're doing. Again, not as satisfied as I was yesterday. I'll end stream once I get this fucking pie. It's also like there's no other way to get any other thing here, so it's like I don't know why. Oh, I'm getting it. I fucking got it, boys. I fucking got it. Holy, 2 fucking perfectly preserved pies. Fuck yeah. You're telling me this is fucking stealing? I fucking deserve this. Okay, when am I gonna be hidden? This is my fucking God-given right. I fucking earned this shit. Stealing. Fuck you, game. Can you look? You know, can you look away? Can you get the fuck out of here? Boom. Fuck yeah, 2. Okay. I said I was gonna stream it at 3 hours, and I did. And I also got the pie. Perfect fucking timing. I'm gonna say thank you to my friend for watching, and if you're somebody else watching, like you, I don't know. I'm gonna go either take a nap or probably join a voice call, then go take a nap, and then be like, wow. Join a voice call, and then be like, wow, I'm gonna have so much fun, and then fall asleep. Sounds good. Alright.